Hello, welcome to BioGreat TV. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss our next video. Major ethnic groups in Liberia and their peculiarities. Liberia has a rather unique history as a nation, being the oldest democracy in Africa and retaining its independence during the scramble for Africa by Europe. However, this video is not really about Liberia's history but about the various ethnic groups that make up the nation. So, what are the various ethnic groups in Liberia? Let's get it started. The Pele ethnic group. The Pele ethnic group is the largest ethnic group in Liberia, accounting for 20.3% of the population, which makes up for over 870,000 people. Most Pele live in Bon County, Bomi County, Bakpolu County, and Lofa County. They are major food suppliers of the capital city. Traditionally, the Pele practice farming, and rice is their main crop. They also grow cassava, vegetables, and fruits. Cash crops include peanuts, sugarcane, and nuts. The word Pele is often used as an adjective to refer to someone who is hardworking and very humble in Liberia and Guinea. In their social structure, leadership plays a key part. Every Pele tribe is headed by a chief who oversees their own interests as well as the interests of the society. These chiefs are recognized by the national government and they act as mediators between the government and their own tribes. The Pele are considered as one of the most conservative ethnic groups in Liberia. Oprah Winfrey is believed to have Pele ancestry as suggested by her DNA analyses. Basa ethnic group. The Basa people are the second largest ethnic group in Liberia, forming a majority or a significant minority in Liberia's Grand Bassa, Riverses, Magribi, and Montserrado counties. They have a population of about 575,000 in Liberia, which translates to 13.4% of the population. They make up the largest ethnic group in the country's capital, Monrovia. The Basa people had their own pictographic writing system, but it went out of use in the 19th century. However, in the 1890s, it was rediscovered among the slaves of Brazil and the West Indies and reconstructed by Thomas Flo Davin Lewis in the early 1900s. Like many other African groups, ancestors worship and believe in supernatural spirits are prominent in the traditional religion of the Basa. Christianity was introduced to the Basa people during the colonial era, and the first Bible was translated into Basa language in 1922. However, their practice of Christianity is blended with their own traditional beliefs, fusing the idea of the Christian God with their traditional idea of a supreme being and powerful first ancestor who is merciful and revengeful, rewarding the good and punishing the bad. The Basa people are traditionally farmers, growing crops like yam, cassava, and plantain. They are a lineage-linked independent clan who lived in villages, each with a chief. The Dey ethnic group. Dey or Dey is an ethnic group in Liberia that are found in Bomi and Lofa counties of the country. The Dey are among the smallest ethnic groups in Liberia, making up just 0.5% of the population. According to history, the Dey migrated from the Republic of Ivory Coast because of population pressure caused by mass emigration of tribes from the Western Sudan. The Dey group were major participants in the slave and salt trade. Living along the coast made them accessible to Europeans to whom they sold captured slaves. Today, there are just about 13,500 Dey living in the world. They are prominent for their many arts, with the most popular Dey art being their intricately carved wooden masks. The Gullah ethnic group. There are about 178,000 Gullah people in the world, with 165,000 of them from Liberia. The Gullah have slender body structure and have lighter skin than other Liberian groups. Gullah people are predominantly rural farmers. Family ties are strong and all of the family members work together to grow and harvest their crops. The Gullah have a tradition where no one harvests their crops until the offerings of the first fruits to the gods are made. When there is a drought, a village elder offers prayers to Da, who is the rain god. The elder prays holding the skull of an ancestor. Thereafter, an animal is sacrificed to Da, and its blood is poured over the skull. The Gullah are predominantly Muslims, but ancestral worship is also commonly practiced. They believe that the spirits of their deceased ancestors live among them and need to be fed and cared for. These spirits are believed to become hungry and dissatisfied when they are not properly appeased, making them evil spirits. The Gullah also believe in the idea of reincarnation. When someone dies, he is believed to be reborn into the family of either his father or his mother. Kru ethnic group. The Kru or Kru are indigenous to eastern Liberia. They comprise about 7% of the population. It is also one of the main languages spoken in the country. The Kru were renowned for their naval skills in navigating and sailing the Atlantic. They were often employed as sailors, navigators, and interpreters above slave ships, as well as American and British warships used against the slave trade. To ensure their status as free men, they came up with the practice of tattooing their foreheads and the bridge of their nose with indigo dye to distinguish them from slave labor. The Kru people have a history of resisting slavery and foreign occupation and were known by Europeans to be very difficult to capture. In 1856, when part of Liberia was still known as the Independent Republic of Maryland, the Kru, along with the Grebo, resisted Maryland settlers' efforts to control their trade. Some notable Kru personalities include the current president of Liberia and former World Footballer of the Year, George Weah, as well as his predecessor, former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who is of mixed Kru, Gullah, and German ancestry. Other ethnic groups in Liberia include the Kisi, the Loma, and the Vai. Which have we missed out of these ethnic groups? Let's know in the comment section. Will it be ridiculous to subscribe to our channel? If no, please like this video, share, and subscribe to our channel.